welcome back to my channel. Today I figured we would just do a day in the life. There was no weekend vlog because we will get into that, but I have some towels here on my couch that I have to fold. Andrew took them out of the dryer last night and I surprisingly slept in till about 6:50. Stella is still asleep, so I'm just waiting for her to wake up. I have a dentist appointment at 10:30, and yeah, if you're new around here, my name is Destiny and I make motherhood and lifestyle content here on my channel. So if you enjoy these kind of videos, please like and subscribe. It really helps support my channel. And I have some coffee because I feel like it's just been the longest, shortest weekend, if that makes any sense at all. I'm still using the nut pods as my coffee creamer. Still love it, love it, love it. I don't know what flavor I'm gonna try next. I bought like a variety pack and like a whole pack of the cinnamon swirl. So far so good. But you guys, so I know a few vlogs back, or actually what it feels like almost every vlog I've been talking about this, but try and focus. Yeah, but on Thursday night, Stella at like 11:30 at night, I just happened to fill Stella. Her room's not ready, so she's been sleeping with us, by the way. I have been getting questions on when I'm going to be doing a room tour, and I'm still waiting for a few things to come. Hopefully today some of the things get delivered and then I'm able to do that. But regardless, at 11:30 on Thursday, Stella, I happened to like roll over and touch Stella. She was burning, so I actually took her temperature and it said 105.8, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of freaked out. I woke up Andrew and I told him that we had to take her in, and long story short, we ended up taking her to the hospital. But believe it or not, on base we don't have any type of ER, urgent care, nothing. It's actually kind of sad. I didn't realize that until we actually needed it. The base hospital is open, but you have to call the nurses hotline and go through all these hoops to be seen, and that alone, it was like a nightmare. And it was pouring rain that night. It was horrible. So we ended up going to the hospital here on base. They ended up calling a physician to come in to see Stella. Turns out she had a really bad ear infection, but I was telling the doctor that I'm so concerned about Stella because she's been having high temperatures almost weekly for the past month and a half or so, and it could be like a day or 2 days or a couple of days, but at some point during the weekend, at some point during the weekend or some point during the week, she always has a high temp. And like, when I tell you I reached my breaking point, like I was crying. I've actually cried a lot since then because now I feel a lot better because she's doing a lot better, but there's nothing worse than feeling like something's wrong with your daughter. You know that something's wrong with your daughter or like your baby. I'm pretty sure every time I've taken her, I've actually shared it with you guys, and no one has ever given her antibiotics or nothing. Well, this doctor, luckily for us, he was so good and knew right away she had an ear infection. But long story short, with that situation, she's been on the antibiotics. Thank God she's taking it. She has to take it twice a day for 3 days. It's a liquid form. Her poor belly, my poor baby. But we're actually going to be doing blood work for her on Thursday just to make sure nothing's going wrong with her internally that we can't see, because I've just been so stressed about her high temps. And normally when Stella's sick, I do pretty well. I handle it, but this last time, you guys, I just like didn't sleep. I haven't been eating much, and I was like crying a lot the first couple of days, and now I'm doing like a lot better. But hopefully her blood work comes back, nothing's wrong with it. I mean, we are in a new area, a new environment, a new country, new air quality, so many things are a possibility. The doctor did say though that he's seen so many kids this past week alone, so many kids, which actually made me feel a little better knowing that it's not just Stella. And a few of my friends, their kids have been sick. And anyways, today we're actually going to keep her home one more day. Yesterday was the first day we actually left the house in 3 or 4 days. We just went to the exchange and Andrew had to get a couple of things and we took her out to go get smoothies, but even that I could tell she was very, very, very tired. Luckily anything she has, as far as we know, is not contagious. Also her top molars have been poking through, they're coming down, but even then that doesn't explain her high temperatures weekly for the past month and a half to 2 months. So pray that Stella's blood work comes back good and clear on Thursday. I'm keeping her home from school today. I'm not going to work today because I feel like she just needs one more day of rest. Hopefully we'll see how she feels when she wakes up, but I feel like she just needs one more day and then her and I could go back to our routine tomorrow. But I really, really, really don't want to send her back to school until she starts feeling way, way better. Not 80% better, 85% better, like 99.9% better. I want to send her back to school. Also the antibiotics, so far it hasn't been tearing up her stomach, but I do know it can cause, you know, diarrhea, upset stomach. Yesterday actually she didn't really want to eat at all. She had half a waffle for breakfast, bacon, and then we went to go get the smoothies. She had like a couple sips but not really. And then I don't even know if she had dinner, guys. I think she had like some crackers. What did she have last night? Angie went to go get curry, which is her favorite thing. Didn't touch it. Oh, her curry comes with chicken nuggets on the side. I think she had half a chicken nugget. So she had some food yesterday, just not a lot. So hopefully today, oh, you guys, I'm so tired. Hopefully today she wakes up with a little bit more of an appetite, but I figured today, since I'm staying home, I would just take you guys along my day. Like I said, I have a dentist appointment at 10:30. Not only has Stella been falling apart, you guys, I've been falling apart. I've been sick. My allergies have been super congested, which, by the way, that reminds me, I need to go take my medicine. Also, I don't know if I've been getting locked jaw or TMJ, but I normally get Botox in my jaw. The last time I got it done was before we moved here, and it's definitely have worn off since then. But right here with my jaw, I can't open it, like keeps on clicking. I can kind of feel like almost like tension right there. So I'm hoping today the dentist could assist me. Normally I think a chiropractor could actually help me more with that. And I'm going to the dentist on base, and if you're military or you're a military spouse, you know that medical care, dental care, basically any type of care on base just is not always good, which sucks to say. It's just facts. It's just facts. But I'm gonna quickly finish folding these towels, and I have to do dishes and stuff from yesterday because we honestly slacked it so much in the cleaning department this weekend just because we were taking care of Stella. I was physically tired. I went to the gym yesterday because I knew I probably wouldn't have the chance to go to the gym today. I might try to do a treadmill run upstairs when Stella takes a nap later, but I guess we'll see what we get into in this day in the life. I do need to go to the mailbox. And if Stella feels well enough to go run a few errands, I might take her with me. But if she's kind of lethargic and very drained like she was yesterday, I probably will just keep her home. But anyways, that's a little life update that's been going on the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. Lots of stress, you guys, lots of stress. A lot of tears have been shed, and I'm just ready for Stella to be better. I just want her to be happy and healthy and running around and like not feeling like crap almost weekly. So hopefully we could get to the bottom of this week. And also her antibiotics, yesterday it looked like they were kicking in, so hopefully today, after last night's dose, she wakes up feeling a lot better. So also for dinner, I'm gonna be making chicken pot pie. I haven't made that in a while, and Andrew and I have been craving it, so I'll show you guys how I make that. I used to make that on my channel here all the time, but it's been a while and it just sounds really good. So stay tuned for that recipe. Super simple and easy to go to, just a classic recipe. Also, quick side note, remember those lumbar pillows that I said I ordered? Long story short, I thought they were lost in the mail because there was no movement in the tracking for about a month, and they randomly showed up on Friday. So they are an African mud claw, actually made out of vintage Turkish rug. So they're made in Turkey, and you guys, the company was so nice. They ended up giving me a refund like 2 weeks ago, and I spent probably $120 for just both the pillowcases, and they showed up, and I kind of feel guilty, but I'll definitely be ordering from them again, just so that way I'm putting more money into the company. But you guys, I love them. So I ended up getting 2 separate designs. They're the same colorway, but I kind of wanted something similar but not exactly the same on each side of the couch. I feel like I really like that look. Also, since I'm showing you home items right now, remember my last weekend vlog, Andrew was building me a shelf? Well, we finished it. So this is what the shelf ended up turning out like. I still want to find a vase from the thrift store for this plant. I want one of the ones that kind of are designed. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Love that for me. Wow. Anyways, I wanted one of the ones that are designed to kind of like lay sideways. So that's what I'm going to look for. Obviously I just have my skinny syrups. Andrew actually bought this from Vietnam. It's really, really pretty. And I actually got these two items at the thrift store. How freaking stunning is that? I'm gonna start making matchas again, and I got this really pretty wood whisk, and look how gorgeous this pot is. So the secondhand stores here always have pottery. You guys know I already bought this a few weeks ago from Amazon, and I bought a tea kettle, guys, finally, so I don't be spilling boiling water all over myself or all over my phone. So that's what the shelf is looking like, and I feel like it looks so cute. It freed up so much space on the actual coffee bar itself. I love this. I'm gonna keep this, but I eventually want to get something else to replace this. I don't think it's long enough. Hold on, my phone's ringing. Oh, Frankie's calling me. Hi.
Hi.
Oh my god, sorry. I like started vlogging today, so I didn't hear my phone ring.
Oh, yay.
I know. I didn't do like the weekend vlog like I normally do, so. Yeah.
I'm good.
How's everything going?
I feel better. I woke up last night and I'm like, oh my gosh, do I...
Hey guys, to say, one, I've been horrible at vlogging today, but I have a good excuse. To say that our day kind of took a turn would be an understatement. So after the last clip, Stella woke up for the day, and I'm drinking an iced coffee from 7-Eleven, by the way. It's been my favorite one. I've showed you guys this a bunch, but anyways, after Stella woke up and I got her, I tried to make her breakfast and everything, she kind of like spit up on herself phlegm, and it kind of got all over her. So I ended up taking a shower with her, and I had to take a rinse anyways, because I was getting ready for my doctor's appointment, or like my dental appointment. Anyways, when I took her out of the shower, I noticed that she had red, they weren't bumps, but she had red circles, kind of like a rash or an allergic reaction all over her body. I noticed them kind of popping up a little bit yesterday, but very minor. I didn't really think too much of it. And then today, after the shower, obviously I put lotion on her and do the whole routine. I noticed that they were kind of like in her private area, under her armpits, on like the side. So I called Andrew and I said, we need to take her back in to the doctors or to the hospital because she's having some allergic reaction. And then I sent him pictures. Didn't have anything available till 11:30, and this was, at the time, this was already around 10 o'clock. So I went ahead, went to my appointment, got that figured out. They are referring me to a doctor to get Botox back in my jaw because it does help with my grinding and TMJ. I'm just waiting for a referral. So I got one thing handled, and then Stella's appointment was at 11:30. I really, really need caffeine today. Anyways, we were able to get Stella in at 11:30 at respiratory, and they went ahead and did their full exam and everything like that. Turns out she was having a delayed allergic reaction to the amoxicillin, so we went ahead and switched her to a new antibiotic that we'll give her tonight before bed. The only thing is, it's a higher milligram, it's a stronger antibiotic. So we only have to give it to her once a day versus the amoxicillin was twice a day, but apparently it tastes really, really bad. And we just got Stella to take the amoxicillin like I was explaining this morning. So we're gonna see how she takes that later on tonight, but we didn't leave the hospital till about 11:45, 11:50, and then we haven't eaten lunch or anything like that. So Andrew and I and Stella just ran over to 7-Eleven really quick. I had a cucumber sandwich, which sounds so boring, but it's like cucumber, dill, so freaking good. So I already ate that. Stella's currently taking a nap. She's taking a little bit of a later nap. It is now 1:37, and I didn't get to do any of my house chores that I wanted to do this morning. So I have laundry to do, I need to pick up the kitchen, and then I need to hang up some clothes in Stella's room. So I'll go ahead and kind of take you guys along the rest of the day on some of the house things that I like to do when I do stay home, because my house is not a mess, but there's just a lot of little things everywhere I have to get done. I have to do dishes, and there's just a lot of work. But you guys, when I told Andrew, I was like, I feel like we live at the hospital at this point. I feel like we've been there so much lately, and I'm just ready for Stella to get better. And her blood work is on Thursday. Today is the first day though, fingers crossed, that she doesn't have a temperature or a fever. So I'm hoping that we're going to be fever free from here on out, but it's still kind of too soon to say. Her temperature has been a steady 98 today, so hopefully all that goes well. They did check her eardrum, and unfortunately it's still puffy and has clear fluid in the back, so it technically is not really getting better. But the discharge that she had around her eye a few days ago was finally completely gone, and she was acting a little bit more happier at the hospital and when we went to get 7-Eleven and snacks and all of that. So I'm hoping maybe she's getting better. I feel like anytime she's like somewhat happy and cheerful, I like take that and like hold on that for some hope that she's getting better. But like I said, we'll see. So there's that. This day in the life may be kind of boring. I wish I would have brought my camera. Oh, hold on. Sorry, Andrew was messaging me because tomorrow Stella would have had her first dentist appointment that she's ever had, but I feel so bad dragging her to the hospital. So Andrew just rescheduled her dentist appointment for later on in the month, so that way she's not going to the hospital so much this week, because she already went today. We have to go again on Thursday, and hopefully we don't have to go between now and then again. We'll see. And if she wakes up kind of a little better by tomorrow, I will send her back to school. But I've been so stressed out, guys, and I feel like my filming schedule is off. Life is just off. Yesterday, I took advantage of it being Sunday, and I did go to the gym around 2 o'clock, which I never work out at that time of the day. I'm normally a morning workout person, but I'm gonna take today off from working out because I'm actually really sore from yesterday's workout, and I'm just freaking tired. I'm exhausted, and I feel like I don't have the energy to go upstairs and work out right now, especially since my house is a mess. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. But can you guys say a prayer for me? I'm gonna try to post this video tonight, so like the morning for you guys, and just say prayers, send positive vibes that Stella gets better, that her blood work comes back perfectly fine. I'm glad her allergic reaction to the amoxicillin was very minor. It wasn't like a raised rash or anything, but it definitely was some form of rash. So hopefully, fingers crossed, she takes this next medicine. It's just a smaller dosage, which is good, so I can kind of force it down her throat. But then again, it may not work, and we might have to resort to 3 days in a row worth of shots, which I kind of rather just do that. 3 days of taking shots is better than 10-15 days of taking an antibiotic, especially for a 2-year-old. So yeah, this has been my life. Very stressful and constantly worrying about Stella. And I'm just ready for it all to be over. And for some reason, I just feel like that's almost asking too much of the universe for it to be over, because it's been like one thing after another, and I just want some normalcy back in our life. Just turned 2 o'clock, and although it's still early, I'm gonna prep the chicken pot pie. I'm gonna air fry one of these chicken breasts, and then I'm also going to boil some water for the potato and carrots that I use. A lot of people boil the chicken for their chicken pot pie, but I like to either grill it on the grill or air fry it, and it just gives it a little bit more flavor. Let me bring you guys closer on the tripod. So for this, you can use baby carrots, but I actually like to use organic big carrots. I feel like bigger carrots just have better flavor. It could be in my head, but I'm pretty sure they have better flavor. So I'm gonna chop one of these up. And then all you need is just one potato. This one started to grow sprouts, so I'm just cleaning them up. That should be good. And then I'm just gonna throw it in the pot right here. There you go. And then for the carrots, I don't shave them or anything. I just cut off both ends like so. And then I kind of just do like a rough chop. So not super thin, because obviously potato takes a while to cook or to boil, but that should be good. All right, that should be good. And then I'm gonna save this for later on in the week. I like to add this to my salads. I love carrots. If you guys aren't a fan of baby carrots, maybe try the bigger carrots because they're super good. And then I have this big pack of chicken. And like I said, I'm only gonna air fry one of them. So I hate chicken blood. Oh my gosh, sick. So for this, I like to cut off the fat, and I only do one chicken breast because you'll see later on today when I throw the chicken pot pie together, but all the ingredients and the homemade sauce I make for it fills up the pie fast. So you actually don't need a lot of chicken or potato or anything like that. I probably won't even use the whole potato that I'm boiling. And then first what I'm gonna do is just chop this up like this. That should be good. So kind of just chop it up into tenderloins. I'm gonna wash my hands. And then I'm just gonna lightly season it with sea salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion salt from Trader Joe's. Andrew just told me actually he has to stay at work till midnight tonight. So Stella and I will be taking a drive later, probably around 5 o'clock, and dropping him off some dinner. Apparently they put him on a last minute duty, so gotta love the military life. And then you kind of just do this. But I'm gonna turn it on and we're just gonna bake it. You could air fry it, kind of all the same, but I'm just gonna bake roast it at, so bake roast, 375, perfect. And honestly, it probably will take about the full 15 minutes to cook them, but during the halfway time, you guys can't even see me, but during the halfway time, I will rotate them, so at about 8 minutes.
I don't think that I'm being that selfish right now. You said yourself you'd be breaking every vow. I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this. We could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you. Stardust, stardust. I'm the lazy one, so I guess I should have known. You said yourself you wanna do this alone. What if your dreams are making it hard to think straight? If you still love me, I can wait.
Okay, it is now, if you guys could see, 3:44, so almost 3:45. Stella's still asleep. I got to edit pretty much this whole entire video so far, so editing tonight should be really easy. She clearly needs the rest. She's been asleep for 1, 2, 3, a little over 2 hours, about 2 hours and 10 minutes. Lately, she's been taking 3 to 4 hour naps, so I'm not surprised. But I'm just gonna start the chicken pot pie. You're gonna need celery and onion, so let me grab that real quick. Celery, onion, also heavy whipping cream. Not healthy, but you only need a little bit, and also some unbleached flour. So I'm gonna take that out. I have my onion right here, and then I'm just gonna thinly chop everything. And I kind of know this recipe by heart, but I will try to, I guess, link a similar recipe in the description box below. I've been making this particular recipe for so long that I kind of just know what I'm doing. Oh, also chicken broth. So I personally like to use low sodium chicken broth, so you're gonna need that. Also get a big pan. I like to work with a big pan like this, so that way when you stir it and everything, it's less splattered. So I'm gonna cut the celery up. I like to use about 3 stalks or half stalks. I did make chicken salad sandwiches the other day, so this is just leftover celery that I have for that. And then obviously you want to cut off the ends. And then what I usually do is just cut it in half. Yeah, you guys kind of see me. Cut the celery in half, depending how thick they are, but these are not super thick. And then I just chop kind of like that. That should be good. And then you also want to do about a half of an onion. You want to do yellow onion, not sweet onion. There is a difference. We used to have a chopper, and then I think it broke. I definitely need to buy another one because it makes chopping onion especially just a lot more convenient. Also any veggies. But I usually do about half of the onion. And then I don't do this in any particular order. I kind of just chop them into little squares. All right, next you're gonna wanna turn, let me turn you guys. Next, you're gonna wanna turn your pan on and then add some butter. I normally use grass-fed butter, but the last time we went to the commissary, of course, like always, they were out of it, just like they're out of everything. So we're gonna use about that much. I kind of just eyeball it, you guys. Honestly, I don't measure. And then we're gonna add the celery and the onions and let that caramelize and get soft for about 3 to 4 minutes or so. So I just lowered down the heat to medium, and now I'm going to add the celery and the onion. Super yummy. So while that's softening, I'm gonna measure out the flour. So you want about, I would say about 1/3 cup flour is what I typically do. Like I said, I normally eyeball it, but I'm gonna measure it out for today's video, just to show you guys. Okay, and while the onion and celery are softening up still, I'm gonna add the pie crust, and honestly, it's pretty easy to make pie crust from scratch, but I'm just gonna use creamy crust because I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time. And we have to go drop off food for Andrew later. So I'm gonna put this in my little pie dish. And kind of just let that sit until I'm ready to put the filling in. And then this is the part that's kind of important. You're gonna wanna add the flour to the mixture and slowly start browning it. You don't want this to burn or anything like that, so you're gonna add a little bit at a time. This is really important. And then a little bit more. I probably do this about 4 or 5 times until the mixture, or I probably do this about 4 or 5 times until the flour is all used up. And the flour just helps make the mixture thicken along with the heavy whipping cream. Add the chicken broth next, but before that, I'm gonna add my herbs de Provence. This is from Trader Joe's. I love cooking with this. It always makes any dish so delicious, but really good. So I don't add too much, just a little. So usually a 14.5 ounce can equals 1 3/4 cup of chicken broth, and that's exactly what you need for the recipe. And then once you feel like everything is browned and how you like it and everything looks like it's mixed, you're gonna go ahead and then add the chicken broth. After about 2 or 3 minutes, we are gonna be adding the heavy whipping cream. Again, just like the flour, add this very slowly. Let that simmer for about a minute or 2, and then I'm gonna add my chopped potato, carrots, and chicken to the mixture, and then also my corn and my green peas, and then I'll come back and show you guys how all that's looking before we add it to the actual pie. So this recipe is very easy. It's just a lot of steps, but I promise you all the steps are so worth it. So this is what the mixture is looking like. Super delicious, so yummy. So now we're gonna go ahead and put it in the pie crust. I have everything in here: the chicken, potato, carrots, peas, corns, all of that stuff is in here. And doesn't it look so freaking good? I cannot wait to eat this. You're gonna wanna be careful when you pour in the pie mixture. You don't want it to overflow, so just keep that in mind because it can bubble over when it's baking. But actually, I think I made just enough filling, so perfect. I don't think I have any left over. Oh my god, that's like the perfect amount of filling. Awesome, so excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the top part of the pie crust. And then when you lay this down, you want to make sure you pinch the sides because, like I said, when it's baking, it will boil over. So, like so. Are you okay? Yeah. Oh, pee-pee? Yeah. Okay, come here. Come here, let's change diaper. You want pee-pee? Give me a second, okay? Perfect, so you're gonna pinch the sides like so, and then I always put an X like that. Then you wanna just whisk an egg really quick, and then brush the egg yolk on top of the pie. So, like I said, there's so many steps to this recipe, but it's always, well, that I spilled it, but it's always worth it. So we're gonna put it in the oven for about 40 minutes, and then I will show you guys how delicious and yummy it looks when it comes out. It is now 5 o'clock, and this is what the pot pie is looking like. The edges look a little toasty, but I personally always do that on purpose because the edges are my favorite part, I'm not gonna lie. But I usually let this cool for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna eat, and then we actually have to go head over to Andrew's job and deliver him some dinner since he's at work till midnight tonight. I actually made Stella some food, and she's not wanting to touch anything. She actually hasn't gone number 2 since yesterday, and she just went right now, and poor girl has slight, it's not diarrhea, but it's a really, really loose stool, and she really just wants to cuddle for the rest of the day. So after we drop off food to Andrew, I think her and I are just gonna lounge and relax and cuddle and watch movies. So I'm just gonna end today's day in the life here. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and getting some life updates on everything that's been going on. I'm sorry my content hasn't been so exciting or travel friendly. We're hoping Stella gets better soon so that way we could go out and about and start doing more fun things. But until then, we're gonna just have to wait and see how she heals, and hopefully her blood test goes good on Thursday. I most definitely will keep you all updated. But if you enjoy these kind of videos, please like and subscribe. It really helps support my channel. And obviously, I would love to have you guys here. And I will just see you guys in my next video. Bye!